Hi everyone, welcome to the Rugby League History channel on this Sunday. Hope you're all well. Tonight I'm going to be reviewing the match that finished a couple of hours ago between Parramatta and the New Zealand Warriors. This one was part of the Magic Round up at Brisbane, so let's get into it. So the match started and in the 5th minute Nathan Brown scores after Mitchell Moses. He's not really known for taking on the line too much, but he took on the line this time and then put through a lovely flick pass to Nathan Brown. He scored underneath the post, 6-0. Then in the 12th minute, Clint Gutherson, he threw a lovely pass out to Micah Sivo right on the chest, and he just tramples over the New Zealand winger. He scores in the corner. Mitchell Moses converts from the sideline, 12-0. In the 16th minute, Regan Campbell-Gillard, he barges over from close range. He took 3 New Zealand players over the line. He got the ball down. A rare try for Regan Campbell-Gillard, but things got better for him. 2 minutes later, Mitchell Moses takes on the line yet again. He goes through the gap, and Regan Campbell-Gillard is there to score next to the uprights to make it 24 points to nil after 18 minutes. But as we've seen in things in the past, New Zealand slowly worked their way back into the game, and they scored with about 5 or 6 minutes left to go in the half to be 24 points to 6 at half time. Parramatta are in the driver's seat, but still 40 minutes to go, and New Zealand had a chance to get back into the game. In the second half, 44th minute, we score another try. This one was off a kick, and the ball was batted back. Jacob Arthur, who was on debut, passes the ball to Ryan Matteson. He scores, makes it 28 points to 6, and then that's where I think Parramatta, we put the cue in the rack. We stopped that intensity. We stopped playing like we did in the first half, and it let New Zealand back into the game. New Zealand scored a few tries to make the game close, a bit interesting for the neutral fans out there, and very nerdy for Parramatta fans like myself. But then, with about 3 minutes to go, Jacob Arthur, who had a good game for us, he took on the line. He managed to get through 2 New Zealand players, and then he crawled towards the line and put the ball over, and that, without a doubt, ended any chance of any comeback for New Zealand. We ended up winning the game 34 points to 18 over New Zealand. So some of the good performers for us on the day: Mitchell Moses, a couple of try assists there, took on the line a few times, very good with his kicking game. Regan Campbell-Gillard scored 2 tries, 165 metres he made, and then you also had Nathan Brown, a try as well, 159 metres. There was also some other good performances, like Jacob Arthur. I thought that he played pretty well for a debut match. There are some people out there I've seen on Facebook already saying, oh, Parramatta's been gifted another win by the referees, or the NRL's looking after one of their golden childs in Parramatta. It seems whenever we win a game, we get accused of match fixing, or the referees are on our side. We saw that last week against Eastern Suburbs. There was 2 scenarios, and both of them ended up with us being called cheats. The first one was if we won the game, we were called cheats, and we were called this and that and the other. If we would have lost to East, we would have been called pretenders, and the referees weren't looking after us, and blah blah blah. So if you win, you're damned. If you don't, you're damned as well. And with this game, there's people out there seeing that corrupt officials and all this keel, but here's some facts for any New Zealand fans out there watching. New Zealand completed only 25 of 41 sets. They had more line breaks than us. They had 22 missed tackles. No, actually, sorry, 32 missed tackles, and they gave away 6 penalties. So that's some stats for you right there. And also, you were down 24-0 after 18 minutes. Is that the referee's fault? I don't think so. But as a Parramatta fan, I'm very happy with this win. A lot of people were kind of sat on the fence. There was a few people that I know that tipped New Zealand to win this game. They thought that New Zealand were the specials of the week to cause the upset, but it didn't happen. Next week, we play against Manly. It should be a very interesting game. It's going to be interesting to see how we defend on the edges, because with Micah Sivo and players like that, they're not so great in defence. And I noticed in the Manly-Brisbane game that Manly were going to the edges quite a bit with Jason Saab, so it's going to be interesting to see if Micah Sivo and the like can hold out Jason Saab and Travojevic and those type of players, but we'll just have to wait and see for that match. But anyway, this is Rugby League History signing off with another Parramatta review, another win. I'm dead pleased. I hope you enjoyed this review. Let me know your comments and your thoughts on the match down below, and I'll see you all later in the next video. Alright, tatty bye now.